Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. We're going to build out a 2027 GMC Acadia today. And here's what you need to look for. You'll notice that I searched Google for GMC build and price. You need the vehicle shopping configurator right here. And you're going to come through here and you'll notice you have truck, electric, SUV, and van. Obviously, we're going to choose SUV. And we are going to go with the 2027 Acadia. You can still build a 2026 if you want to, as you can see, even a 2025 with the Yukon. It's kind of an interesting thing, but you can do that. So here is how the process begins. You're going to choose front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, and just for the fun of it, we're going to go with all-wheel drive. And then all of the different details are found here. Now this 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with the 8-speed automatic transmission is going to be standard across all trim levels. But you can come here and get all of the different details, at least a little bit. You can compare all, as you can see. You can view all features. If there's a particular trim level you're wanting to know about, whatever it may be, whether it's the mechanical details or the package, here's how that's all going to work. Just to give you an idea, believe it or not, this is something you can do at home if you want to, instead of having it done at the dealership. This is the same basic thing that happens at your local GMC dealership with a sales rep, if that's something you do. Now, what color are we going to choose? Now, I am a big fan of red. If you watch me regularly, you know that. But to do something a little different today, let's just take a look at a couple of these different colors that we have here and see which one might work best. Now here is an interesting color, the color called Ink, for $495. So we're going to stick with that. Now as far as the wheels, you only have one choice, that being the top trim level. Not quite sure what to think about that. Tell me, should you have multiple wheel options? Always curious to know. On the center caps, we'll just go ahead and throw something in there. And you'll notice that it's going to show you everything up close when you're going through this process. You can look at it from a couple of different angles. I'll show you more of that as we move ahead in the video. Now, as far as your wheel locks go, well, since we're doing this just to see what happens, we're going to go with the best of everything. You do want your wheel locks. Those are a good thing to have. And then we're going to see our interior color. Now, this is one thing that does disappoint me. There's only one interior color available. Now, you might really like this. Personally, I like a lighter interior. So that's one thing where I think there should be multiple options beyond just with the wheels. Now, as far as your packages go, you're going to see a lot of information here to work your way through. Take your time. You'll be able to look at everything and see exactly what it is. And as I showed you earlier, you can always come in here and see increased details. You click Learn More right there. It's going to give you more details about what is here. So we'll go with that floor liner package. I know that's a good thing, the cargo package. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this one to do it for me at some point. But if you go in here and something needs to be removed or changed, it's going to let you know. And it'll bring up another menu over here that's going to slide out and tell you what's going to have to be taken out or added in order to do something along those lines. In fact, there we go, right there. The very last thing that I pick is going to do that for us as I tell you about it. So there you go. We're going to hit confirm. You can see everything that was added, and you can see what it removed. And so you have to make a decision right there and think, well, is that something I want to remove, or is that something I want to remain, and am I willing to get rid of that package or not? So we got that illumination package. Here is what that entails. All the different details right here. It's going to show you everything that is here. I'm not going to take the time to just slowly go through all of it, mainly just wanting to show you what's going on where that is concerned. Now, we've done everything we're going to do here as far as that area goes, but that's not everything. That's packages. We can go to exterior. Now, depending on what you may want to do here, you can see some of the things that have already been added, but there are a few extras that you can add, just as you can see right here, including the painted black assist steps. I don't really think that's something that you need. For $1,450, that's a pretty big upgrade right there, in my opinion. Some of you might say, heck, I'll just pull that out of my pocket. That's pocket change for me, no big deal. We're going to keep going down here. As you can see, you can do a couple of different things. You can come up here and click through the menus. You can also come right here and just click, or I should say, scroll down. And we've already visited this area, so we really don't have too much to talk about, but we do have all of our features that are going to be here. And if for some reason, say, maybe you didn't want something, such as the retractable cargo cover, we could come right here and we could confirm that we are getting rid of that. And then you can add it back in if you want to. Just depends on your personal preferences. Mechanical options, not a whole lot going on there to add, because you're going to have the 8-speed transmission. If you want your block heater, that's something that you can go ahead and add. Obviously, that's not a big deal. I think for $100, if you live in a climate where you deal with cold temperatures enough that get below about 20, 24 degrees or something in that range, a little bit below that, you would want to take advantage of that block heater. Every once in a while, I need that where I live. So it's good to have it on my truck. I have a GMC Sierra 2500. Now, how about your safety and service options? You might want to go through here and go ahead and just choose whatever you want. If it was me, I'm not choosing Sirius XM because I don't use that. And so that's not a big deal. Mobile service, well, you might want that. We'll just throw that in there for the fun of it. Let's see what else we have. You've got a couple of other things here. OnStar, some people are going to want that. Some people may not. This depends on your preferences. Now, here is where typically what's going to happen. If there were something close to what you wanted at a dealership somewhere around the country, it's going to tell you right here. Now, this is a 2027, and so we don't have a Denali Ultimate yet. But here's the main thing you need to look at. All of the pricing details. You can see what the standard vehicle price is, starting at $65,400 for the trim level that we chose. Your exterior comes up to $1,150. You can see everything that's here. Our final price after offers, net price after offers right here, $73,734. What do you think about that? I'm curious to know. Now, before we finish this up, here's the thing. Contact dealer. You can do that right there, and just to show you what's going on here, and it's going to walk you through the process. If you have a particular dealer you want to order from, you can do that. But here's what I was telling you about earlier with all of the different images that are going to come up. So now you can see everything that you added to your Acadia. The exterior color, the features such as the roof rails with the crossbars up there. You're going to obviously have your panoramic sunroof, which is going to come standard on the Denali Ultimate trim level. And just a quick look at the wheels. Different things like that up close. You can also go to the interior and do the exact same thing. What do you think about that screen? Is it too big? Some people like it, some people don't. The screens just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I know on the GMC Sierra 1500s coming for the 2027 model year, you even have an available passenger screen. First time we've ever seen that in a Chevrolet or GMC. That will be interesting to see how that is received. And here is another look at the interior. So you've got every angle possible just to see what's going on. When you're finished with that, you can X out of that. You can hit Contact Dealer, and you can see the process that you go through to make that happen. So I hope this was helpful to you, just so you can see how it works, what it might potentially cost you, and all of the different options that are available. If there's something else you'd like to see me build out, tell me down in the comments section. I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to watch. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.